as we finally get launched in. And as we slowly load into Mac, do you know any of the corner names for this circuit or not?
Absolutely not.
Do you know the numbers?
I can Google.
The corners are going to be named lefty and righty.
Lefty.
That's what they're all going to be named. As we go into lefty 1, into lefty 2, and lefty 3. As this track basically is a roller coaster, just ups and downs for everyone.
Yeah.
If you remove someone's front wing, do you think their car could fly around here? It's lost massive downforce on the front, so could see a spaceship.
I have no idea.
There we go. As we load in, we get a black screen again. And then we... Is it wet? No! It's not wet. By no one crying at the moment, I think it's a dry race.
Yeah.
It's very sad. Damn it, it is. And Dan Cooper's already come out of the pits. He's actually typing to us. Cooper's dry. Yeah.
Dry.
So a couple of the runners actually chosen mediums. So this will be fun. Who is first out? First out is Slapbus on a fresh set of softs. We'll see what he can do. So I should already got the stream open on my phone, so I can look through it. Oh, they've shrunk the size of the mini-map. I remember last season when we did the cons, it was massive on the right-hand side. How tiny. Only 3 cars out on circuit, and another 3 are slowly trickling out the pit lane. One runner on mediums at the moment, being Dan Cooper as Slapbus as well. Alice, there you go. You've already got a clip for social media. He has now been overtaken on the track by... Where is he? I'm trying to find him. Piccolo. In his little Alpine on his debut race, I believe, as well. So we'll see what he can do. It's his first time racing in Division X. So a reminder to everyone, Division X, everyone's run without line, without any assist, so they're doing it all by themselves. So it's a challenge for all of them as he rounds the final corner and will climb the hill to open his DRS and start his first flying lap. Traffic here could be an issue, as how narrow the circuit can be through some of the fast corners. But it makes it fine through turns 1 and 2 and 3. Yeah, 3. And will now rise up into turn 4. Take that fine as well, so very nice first sector for him there. As Dan Cooper on the mediums has also come out on, or is about to start his flying lap, and we'll see what he can do as well. Being the first driver to put a lap out on the mediums. And there's a little bit of traffic as he gets past Chester quite easily. As Chester nicely gets up the way, he'll dip down and then rise back up into the right-hander. A long sweeping corner, which is only 2 corners, one he can into another, and he'll now drop down the hill into the left, which climbs again, and into a harsh left corner before racing back down through the hill into the next 2 right-handers. As I've just realised how actually bumpy this circuit is going to be for them. And he ends his lap by setting a 1:17.2, so a very nice lap there for him. Next guy will be Dan Cooper, and Dan Cooper does a 17.4. We will then get the pass from Slapbus, and Slapbus is validated, and that would have been a 21.5, meaning he has had a moment on it. Sorry.
Well, Keneal. Going around the final corner now.
Dynamite down. about to say Keneal might be getting some slipstream, but he's not. Dynamite Dan jumps up to third, and Keneal jumps fast toward the 17.1 now.
Who else we got? Neo's just crossed the line.
Loveland's at a spin. That's unlikely for Loveland. Is he going to be given slipstream to his teammate?
Recluse nearly lost it there. Down the final corner.
So Recluse will finish his lap, and he jumps up to first, the 17th flat on the mediums, who's going to be the first driver to punch into the 116s. It is Sykes Amy with a 16.9 on the softs. As my dear lord, that's traffic. There's 5 cars off
Oh,
one corner.
what's going on here? Well done, boys.
And Nitro sets the first lap. It's a picnic.
Where's Slapballs?
On the dark blue cars. As someone jumped up, and it's Flatbush jumping up to second there.
Very nice.
Who the hell's the Red Bull who's just cut an entire section of the circuit there? What? I just saw the Red Bull miss like 3 corners. Are you missing an end plate, lovely? No, you're not. You just decided to take the Hamilton line around those corners. Got it. I'm sorry, I know you're a Hamilton fan. You don't mind that insult to me. You can't argue with me though. You know that.
I'm not arguing with you. I'm not arguing with you. What?
Yeah,
I ain't gonna argue with you. Oh. Like invalidated
There's
there.
a car park between all of those cars.
Just looking for a car that's the lead car on the outlap.
Lead car on an outlap, I think, is DPD4.
Yes.
Wispy, I'll carry on insulting you if I want to insult you. Someone's taken out the brake markers apparently into a few corners, including tunnels.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So frustrating when that happens. Who's the donut?
I take them out on purpose to win my recoil occasionally.
Yeah, I noticed that. I did notice that. And around USA last week, I thought, hang on, where's the 100 metre
I didn't
ball?
hit them there. I didn't hit them around USA, don't worry about that. I was off in a wall before that. Yeah, there's so many brake boards missing for these guys. Oh. At least it isn't the race just yet, then you're going to have someone rear-ending someone else.
Yeah.
DPD4's had a very solid lap, as nothing just left. Could you invite him back?
Can he be?
DPD4 will now rise into the left-hander. Sorry about that. And there's the yellow flag in sector 3 as someone's off, and that is the Williams of Lando Norris has had a spin. That sounds so weird to say. DPD4 will now finish his lap, and where can he finish? Oh, well, I think he says first lap, and he jumps up to 11th there with an 18.476, so a very nice lap for him. A few more drivers on laps. Boots is invalidated. We've got ETE Liam, who's currently on a lap in sector 2. Ahead of him is DPD Moneybag. All's finished this lap. Dynamite Dan's not on a flyer. And Dan Cooper's invalidated. So furthest forward it is going to be Moneybag coming to the final few corners now. And he will finish his lap by heading down through the final right-hander, and now he straightens his car up. And he finishes his lap, he jumps all the way up to P9 there, so very nice lap on the medium.
Very nice.
18.1. Next driver is Liam. Can Liam put his car ahead of Moneybag? Yes, he can. Jumps up to 6th to 17.2.
A slap from Liam.
Yep. Recluse said he thought he was awful doing 16 seconds on the mediums. Sorry to burst your bubble, but it's a 17 actually. So.
Well, it's over close.
It's not a 16.
It's a 17-0, mate. You know.
Yeah, you got to improve a bit to call it a 16. You can't just. I'm gonna get told off for insulting too many drivers in a minute. PSR Boots is currently on a lap as he races into the middle of sector 2 now as he'll climb the hill and drop back down in the next corner again. There you go, drops down into the left-hander. And raises up through the last few left-handers. So there's a yellow flag. The yellow flag is Boots. Boots has run out of fuel.
Got Bruno. Let's look at Bruno.
Yep, Bruno. Bruno, who didn't have the best of luck last week out at his home GP in Brazil. We'll see what he can do this week as he'll come through the final corner. Straighten his car up and dart to the line. He is currently the only... No, he's not. Moneybags his teammate. That's the only Aston Martin fighting at the moment, as they have had a dire start to the season. Is the Haas in the pit lane, or is he stopped in the pits?
Yeah, what is that Haas doing? Hang on.
Is he in the pit lane or not?
He is in the pit lane.
Weird
Yeah,
before. He is,
yeah, it looked like...
Is there like a gap in the middle of the pits?
Yeah.
Dan Cooper goes fastest with an 18.6, a 16.8.
Dan, what was you worried about? You were saying you was going to crash. What were you worried about?
But last week he was very shocked to be fighting in the front of the race for most of it. He led the most laps out of anyone. So he's had a very good switch of pace from last season to this season in Devex, which I believe he's enjoying a lot.
Oh, who's that? I had a spinner. I see that.
Saini. Is he going to give slipstream? No, I don't think he is. But Bruno will set up out of the middle sector. So he is currently quicker than Chaster's middle sector. We'll see where that puts him. Just a little bit. He was a little bit late on the throttle there, and I don't think this is going to be the fastest he can go. I say that, and he does it.
Yeah. I was going to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Bruno Will. The fastest.
16,
one of the fastest on Xbox.
On the mediums, yeah.
And Piccolo just did a 16.885. Dan Cooper has been robbed of a spot by 100th of a second.
Close quicker with
a 16.1.
Yep.
So we just insulted him saying he's not hit the 16s yet, you're in the 17s. And he does that to repay us.
Yeah.
Chester then jumps up to 16.8. Bruno did his lap on the mediums. Slapbus then jumps up again up to P3 the 16.7.
And I won't be surprised if we see something like a 15.8.
Lando does a 17.3.
There's a McLaren going way off track there. It's Dan Cooper. Taking
probably thinking the pits are further to the right than they actually are. As Massey's going to be cheering on Bruno Will and ASC 17, who we're going to shorten to AS, because in the middle of this race I'm not going to be stopping to pronounce every single number and letter. Wispy's just said Bruno's done his personal best on the mediums. That has got to be just pure pain, seeing someone do your personal best when you're on softs, them doing it on mediums, but
yeah,
it is Bruno Will we're talking about. He is a physical alien.
Yeah.
I believe it was 2 seasons ago he won every single race on the calendar, apart from one, which was the championship deciding round. So yeah, he is just... He is out of this world, and Loveland's invalidated lap time again. PSR Boots has invalidated his time, and AS is currently quite far through on his lap. Currently set a decent middle sector of 52 seconds. E.T. Massey, if you can convince him, convince him. I'll give you a box of Freddos if you can convince him. AS is now going to do the final 2 corners as he banked in. Takes a little bit of oversteer then as he comes to the corner and finishes his lap. He jumps up to 13th there on his debut race to the 17.5 on the mediums. Another driver who's just set a lap is E.T. Liam, setting his lap in a 16.74, going all the way up to 4th there. Alice, remember you're supposed to be counting everyone's overtakes. There's PSR Boots, 16.24. He is just sat. Very nice lap there, and Bruno has pushed, put the softs on in the garage, so we'll see what he can do. Liam's on an in lap, as the yellow flag for out, his car's going slowly, that's Lando Norris. He's seized on an in lap, and Loveland has invalidated his lap again.
Oh,
Wispy has highlighted his message, saying highlighted message.
Highlighted message.
Yep.
So he's highlighted the
Norris
message just to say highlighted message.
Yep, and round goes Lando Norris again, and he can straighten his car up. Didn't get beach stand on, he can back to the circuit. We're now at that point where we're just waiting for the drivers to come out on the softs again for their final run. We'll just wait a bit. Wispy, remember I do have authority to mute you for 10 seconds or longer if you wanted to. Don't run to Storm 7 using my power, because I'll abuse it even more on you. Slapbus is currently on an outlap, and so is Chasta, both Lance drivers on one, and Dan Cooper is on a flyer on the soft, so we'll see what he can do. He's coming to the final sector now again. He will now round into the final few right-hand corners. This one. The final 4 right-hand corners it is actually. I thought it was only 3. Now it's the final 2 as the circuit will dip away from him as he hits the second one, and he'll gain more and more speed before climbing the hill and opening his DRS to end the lap. What can he do? He finishes his lap time and he stays 8th. He is 3 seconds down, meaning that was just a banker. And Nitro has now just improved by 3/10 and he's jumped up to P3. Flat bus on a lap is currently a little bit up in the first sector, and there's a car park at turn 1 again.
Yeah, it's ASC 17. I'm not sure what he's doing.
Don't get disqualified, please.
Careful, just be careful. There's a car.
Istanbul with Slapbus, who's almost up at 10th on his time now, so that's a very good improvement. That 10th improvement will actually jump him up a position. Maybe even 2 if we can eke out another 5 hundredths out of that time. Or 5 thousandths. Out of hundredths. Wait. My brain's just died. Slapbus does improve, he improves by 1.3 tenths, and that is him up to P4. Just behind AMS Nitro in the AlphaTauri.
Dan Cooper's validated.
Massey's trying to convince a bot to tell Bruno to join ETE.
Ah! If only. If only.
Yeah. Moneybag invalidated. Loveland, can he actually set a lap now? Come on, Loveland, I believe in you. I'll throw no more insults your way if you can do
Liam's
this.
had a spin.
Yeah. Is that rear wing damage to his car?
And he was 4/10
As he's got a friend joining him. Loveland's joined. Loveland, you got to set a lap.
Come on, Loveland. If I can set a lap round here, I'm sure you can.
Loveland, my personal record round here's at 130. You can beat that by going slow. Dan Cooper's crashed.
No, he's retired in the pits.
In the pits.
Retired in the pits.
You wanted us to make you crash dramatic and then you retire in the pits. Easy, Liam's off the circuit as well on his race lap.
Yeah, he did have a spin. I think he's just getting out of the way.
Yep. Bruno Will's just started his lap, so we'll see what he can do.
Slapbus is retired. He's doesn't believe he can get any more time now.
Wispy highlighted his message again, saying, I just want to say I have a few grapes. DNF, Lando Norris has actually crashed out during qualifying as well.
Are you Is it? Oh,
yeah.
he has, yes.
Yeah,
Oh, there's 2 cars there.
Yep.
Oh.
So I don't know what's happened there. I'm still on board with Bruno Will as he's coming up to it now. How much is Bruno up on his time? How much do you think? He's 4/10 up on his time.
We've got Syke.
Something was Syke, I think a couple more of them in time, but he improves by 3/10, jumps up to P7. Bruno's bailed.
Are you sure about that? Because he looks like he's...
Oh, well, he stopped. Yeah, he bailed.
He did bail.
He wants to start on the mediums. He was 5/10 up on his time.
Wow.
Liam jumps into the pits, and last one's Chasta. Chasta's 16 seconds down, so that will be the end of Chasta.
And I think...
Recluse takes pole.
yeah.
Boots in the front row.
Very
Sure,
good.
Chasta's
Good job there
second
from Recluse. Is that his
And then it is.
first pole of the season? The new season?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
And it is 1 point already in the bag for him.
Very nice.
Get a point.
Very nice Recluse.
Slapbus and Keneal both on the second row, then it is Sykesoni and Bruno Will on the third. The only medium running in the top 10, I believe, is going to be Bruno.
Interesting.
And sadly, Loveland, you're going to owe me a Freddo now. You don't get a lap. So, there we go. Recluse with a 16.1. Bruno's time would have put him into the 15s.
That's probably why he backed off then. He feels like the mediums are going to be a lot stronger for him during the race.
Feels like he didn't want to embarrass the rest of the crew.
I don't think it's anything to do. I think it's more tactical, more than embarrassing anyone else, really.
Isn't it a medium soft or a soft medium? Are the two tactics?
Yeah, I was. I think you can actually. I think you can actually do a medium soft or a soft medium.
Yeah.
But safety cars are going to most probably play a factor on this track. I'll guarantee we'll at least have one safety car around this track.
Zachronium said first pole being his engineer for Recluse, and
Zirconium, top engineer for ETE.
Yeah.
Sprinkling his magic all over Recluse. And that's no rudeness or whatever you want to take that.
Well, so Rusty says you can do a soft medium instantly, which, yeah, what I thought.
Yeah.
Zachronium, you can take all pride in saying that he's got pole and just say you're the only reason he got pole. None of us will
claim it, Zachronium. Claim it. That's your pole. Yeah. Claim it.
Okay. Damn it, that was only 10 seconds. I need to time out for longer. Time out, Wispy. Go on, Wispy. Time out. There you go, Wispy, you're timed out. Tom's already asked Rusty to pit on what lap. Hang on, wait. Rusty. Turn offline, Rusty, and get in here. Thought you were doing some practice around Brazil without any line, but... So, currently, I'll run you through the top 10 while we wait, and other people, if you want to send your predictions in, you can. If you want to send any predictions in, you can. Cod, you got any prediction for the top 3?
Bruno. Recluse.
Yep.
Syke.
Okay, so you've gone with two, I'd say, wild cards who aren't even in the top 5 for 2 places on the podium, and Alex Clues. DPD Pool has predicted DPD Pool in the top 3. He's doing the Alice strategy of predicting himself. Tried to submit but couldn't beat a 6.5, so gave up. Rusty, yeah, just try your best with your time. If you can't beat a 6.5, don't worry about it, just submit it. Do the best you can. So, I'll run through the grid now while we wait for Keneal to tell everyone to ready up. Recluse, Boots front row. Nitro and Chast will make up the second row. I believe this makes it Ferrari's best qualifying in Div X so far. So very well done from Chast there, who did the first challenge last week. Ended up picking up, I believe, P4, if I'm not mistaken. Slapbus and Keneal make up the next row, both on the softs, and then you have finally the row which includes the medium runner of Sykesoni and Bruno Will. Bruno Will, who's going to have the outside line for turn 1, if I'm not mistaken, on the mediums, meaning he's going to be pushed out a bit more and has to keep his front wing as best he could. Nat, why don't you get in this division and race as well, hey? Turn off your line as well. See what you can do on pad. Liam and Pilco make up the drivers that aren't inside the top 10. The first two, they get free choice and both on the softs at the minute. Then it's Dan Cooper and Neo, two drivers who've chosen the mediums for the next row. And then it is Lando Norris and Dynamo Dan who's chosen the softs this time. And then we have the final row of DPD Paul, who has predicted himself in the top 3, and Loveland, who hasn't set a valid lap yet. If I turn offline, someone's going to be hitting the stands. So, Wispy, you may be back for a little bit. You may be back for now. That's crowding. Wispy, time out. You're not anymore, Wispy. You timed out again. If you thought 100 seconds was bad, try 10,000 seconds.
Leave. Why are you picking up Wispy? I mean, the guy's damaged his leg, for God's sake.
Yeah. You know the rule. It's Wispy. We always bully him. We don't actually bully Wispy, for anyone who's listening in and probably going to tell us off for bullying. Chasta's to go as well, yeah. Chasta can do well with the highest qualifying position and being P4, but he's going to have the outside line for turn 1, which is going to hamper him a little bit, as we all know how many drivers try to go side by side into turn 1 and how that works around here.
Well, the outside line is more favourable round here at the start, so he's not in a bad position. It's the fact that the guys in front of him, can they maintain the speed going into turn 1? And hopefully the guys that are on the inside just be a bit more cautious.
Yeah.
If you hit that curb, you're going to be taking about 3 cars we are.
Yeah. There's currently an argument whether we should carry on the Wispy abuse or not. There's Rusty saying we shouldn't, and then we've got Legends and Crowding who are saying that we should.
Well, of course, Crowding would be in there saying, yes, start it, keep it going. You know, but leave the kid alone. It's, you know, leave him alone.
Wispy, you're unmuted. You can speak again. And one thing I have realised, Crowding, you may want to change your name. Still got a bit of NRX in it. Might want to remove that. As I've just seen the lobby starting, so I'll get off of this screen. Hashtag start crowding abuse.
Now that's something I could do all night.
Cesar is going to be cheering on Chasta, as that driver, Chasta is in his seat, and they were both NRX drivers. NRX Chasta is currently the only one in the lobby who's still carrying on the NRX life. As sadly, NRX did end up, would you say folding the right word?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Sadly,
it is the right
end up
word. You
folding,
know.
so a lot of drivers did end up losing their seats, and a lot of them have been picked up by the teams. Chasta is the one-man NRX army left, though. Crowding abuses himself, it's fine.
Oh, yeah. Well, Cod, welcome to DivX chat.
Cesar's been violated. Oh, Cesar wasn't even in NRX. Ryan's also hit. I swear we've got like the entire ETE roster just talking to each other in the chat.
Yes, ETE. Hashtag that.
ERN.
Maybe put underneath also hashtag crowding abuse.
Yeah.
As well.
I think we should put that as one of the hashtags to the stream.
Yeah.
Hashtag abuse crowding.
Yes.
So yeah, all drivers did actually stare the tyres that I thought they would have, apart from Pilco and Dynamo Dan, both choosing the softs outside the top 10.
Absolutely.
So we'll see how that runs. A little train of gearing. Look at Boots in the middle of an AlphaTauri sandwich at the minute. They're so close to each other.
Yeah. Ooh.
Wonder what the Spain flashback's gonna be. Alice, don't start that.
No, definitely not.
We don't need Spain flashbacks. There's a little bit of a gap in the grid as we wait for Lando Norris to catch back up in the Williams because Kenny decided he wants Lando Norris in a Williams, not a McLaren. So. Luckily, no one's been disqualified for the grid, which is really nice. We'd like to see someone starting on cold tyres here with the double right kink that we start with.
Yep.
But now we get 1 lights, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4, 5, and away we go as a bad start there for Boots. He's been already swapped by Nitro and Shasta's going to make a move as well. He's going to dive up the inside. No drivers are off the no spins just yet. As I saw someone rear end someone, I think that was a Red Bull. A few dropping down the order. I don't see any front wings gone, which is very nice. But Boots did have a much worse start there.
Bruno slap bus down the inside.
Bruno going to try and get Chasta as well, as Slap Bus went very defensive, maybe trying to go on the outside of Chasta, and he hasn't been able to do so on the mediums. Liam's managed to jump up a few positions. Dan Cooper is flying, already up to 9th in the mediums. As Liam's trying to get the inside of Bruno well up ahead as well, as it's a little bit of movement up and down. Lando Norris has had a bad start, and so has Dynamo Dan. Neil has had an appalling start, I've just realised. He is down to 15th already. But a few mistakes here throughout the field as Neo gets a bit shaky on the throttle there and almost lost his rear end again. Dynamo Dan and DPD Pool still fighting as Dynamo Dan picked up the inside of Neo, but they're going to be very close coming through these few right-hand corners. Our Exclusive's almost got a 1 second interval. Recluse has almost got a 1 second interval before I get moaned out saying the wrong name. Boots, but Boots is going to be using that slipstream. No driver's really close enough, I say that, and Loveland gets past Neo. And there you go.
Oh, Neo's got back on the inside.
Back. And there you go. Oh, no. Is he going to go back up the inside? He is going to go back up the inside. Keneal's pitting, so he's had wing damage, I believe. That isn't good for Keneal and Mercedes' start, as they're now going to drop down the hill and switch into the left-hander. There's a front wing damage. And I have a feeling that that is Loveland's Red Bull. It's not. Someone has lost the front wing. I do not know who's lost it, but it's someone. Bruno Will's dropping back quite a bit off the back of Slap Bus, but it's just the mediums playing in with the soft, so we'll see what happens.
It's not Keneal. Have a look, see who's lost their M.
No, there's an M plate that went flying off the circuit. Oh, Dynamo Dan's gone very wide there. Maybe it was Keneal's one from the lap before.
Could have been.
Boots is much closer to Recluse's rear end now, and this is going to be using the slipstream just to ease past. And this round here, slipstream is so powerful down the straight. Boots sets fastest lap of the race, drops the interval down and gets past. Recluse isn't going to be stupid and dial up the inside of him as they go into the right kink, and there you go. Nitro hasn't been able to stay with him. He's going to be getting pressured by Saxony. Keneal's picked up the first penalty of the session now. He's running wide too many times. Someone's dropped down the
Dynamo
order.
Dynamo Dan?
Pico's gone round.
Piccolo.
Yeah, Piccolo's gone round at turn 1. Dynamo Dan, you said. He dropped down a few places. No, he's still sat where he is. DVD pulls all the way up to 15th now.
Here's our Boots.
Wispy, you should have named it Wispin because you always spin it into ball spin. Dan Cooper catch up to the back of ETE Ryan now. ETE Ryan? Yeah. Congrats Ryan, you've been promoted to DivX. ETE Liam. As Liam's trying to stick with the rear end of Boots has got a 3-second penalty just right at the front. So maybe pushing a bit too hard, trying to break away from Recluse. It's a sandbag. Legends, he was your teammate last season, you shouldn't call him a sandbagger. He helped you win the title, didn't he? And yep, DRS is now enabled, and then you're going to see the straight line speed advantage. He's 10 miles an hour quicker than him down the straight, and as they come into turn 1, who's going to blink first? And yep, there you go, Boots backs out a little bit, and that allows the AlphaTauri to simply ease past him on the inside. A bit further back, Saxony's managed to get his way past Nitro, and Chasta's also trying to look up and move in the AlphaTauri driver. Everyone's just sat like 4 tenths back from each other.
Yeah.
It's just this DRS train that's appearing. The
Yes.
right DRS trains.
This is what we're going to have. With these guys, it's going to be a bit of a DRS train. It's just the fact the spread of the field, if someone can break away. But at the minute, it could be like this for another 28 laps.
Yeah, and Recluse picks up a 3-second penalty as well, and that's through running massively wide at a corner. Loughlin's managed to get his way past.
Yeah, lovely.
C17.
From the back of the grid, he's up to P12. And the mediums as well, so he's doing a decent job. He's inside the DRS of Neo at this moment, so he could be looking for a move here. He gets a decent exit.
Neo hasn't been able to sit with money bag.
Because we know how powerful the slipstream and DRS is round here.
You gain like 10 miles an hour more. It's mega as Chasta's made his way past Nitro. And that seems to be just an easy move that was made with the help of the DRS. Psych Zaney has now caught right up to the back of Recluse and Boots now.
It's quite important.
And this is not wispy, it's wispy.
Got inside the DRS as quickly as possible because these guys could just like drive off in the distance, just keep swapping positions. So it's like inside the DRS now. It's looking, depending on, not jinxing any drivers, it could be a battle between these three at the minute.
Yeah, but then you've got Chasta who's also managing to stick with them as that DRS gap has been removed a lot.
Oh, Keneal's had a moment.
Yeah. Is there still a full front wing for him? Yes, there is. Did he just clip the inside curb?
Yeah, must have. Yeah.
Oh, hot on the rears there as he slides a little bit. He's probably just a bit annoyed with his lap time and not really having the best of luck just yet. The bottom four are all still sticking with each other. The Alpines, is it two Alpines? It's the two Alpines and the two Williams who all just sat with each other still. Jasta sets fastest lap of the race, and there you go. The switch has happened. Boost has taken Recluse's place out front, and Slapbus has managed to make his way past Nitro as well. Bruno will now be the next driver who's going to look at the move. And one thing these front runners do not want is Bruno Will gaining a few places here and there.
No, because at the minute he is the lead medium runner, and the mediums do go quite a long way around here.
Oh my and Lord, there's a four-car crash.
There's an absolute car park.
Yeah.
What the hell's happened there?
And someone's missing a front wing.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
So, who is missing that front wing? It is the Williams of Lando Norris is missing a front, or some part of the front wing. No, he is not.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he's missing his left end plate.
Yep. Oh my Lord, what's happened there?
Something happened to one of the drivers. His pool was round.
I'm not sure why
Norris and Dynamo.
His Dan got damage as well. There's no visible damage. So Dynamo Dan goes through there. Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
Legends and Wispy are now recreating Star Wars in the chat. I genuinely have no clue what they're doing. Boots sets fast lap of the race, and he's dropped 8 tenths to RX Loose, which is massive because he is now not inside that overtaking window.
Oh,
I think it's
Slapbus went really bad. Going into turns 2 and 3.
Yeah, but Nitro's not within the DRS of him, and someone who's in the DRS of Nitro's Bruno Will.
Bruno could be
there you go,
for
Bruno
a move
Will's
here.
trading his DRS. He looked to, but Nitro cleverly covered off the inside.
Yeah.
Whereas Lando Norris comes into the pits, there you go.
Oh, Nitro's at a moment.
Nitro. And there you go. One
did
car
really
inside,
well to save that.
inside.
That's easily, you can spin straight off track there.
Yep,
Dan,
Dan keeps going to lunge his way up the inside. This is going to be a good battle between the two as each one want to lunge up the inside. Is Dan going to be able to hold his way? Can he push his way up to 8th? Yes, he can. A brilliant move there. So, there's no net 1 yet on strategy because there's been no pit stops yet for the front runners. But when there is, That'll put Bruno, Will and Dan Cooper up. Dan will want to stay as close as he can to Bruno, Will, keeping his DRS. Recluse with the DRS has now caught his way up to 4/10 behind Boots, and it's now dropped to 3/10. Boots seems to have a moment out that corner, and that's going to allow Recluse to get a lot closer. He breaks the slipstream.
Yellow
flag in sector 2. Norris is round.
He's chose the hards. That wouldn't really be a tyre I want to go on around this track.
No, the track's much better for the grippier tyres, and the softs are the best round here because it's so left, right, up, down.
Yeah.
The grip over the hards, which is just going to give you life. Oh, Boots and Recluse going very wide there, but the exit speed they're getting over Cyclania here is massive.
Yeah.
Let me guess, the esports line.
I would imagine so. I would imagine so. Oh, yellow's
yellow flag, Kinnear's gone.
That'll be a safety car. That will be a safety car.
There's no colour in that sector, just as I know there is now. Lando Norris in it. Well, not. He's on the inside, and wow, that's a very weird place to crash.
Yeah.
He's hit the inside wall.
Oh dear. I told you.
And
there it is. There it is. I knew it. I knew it. Yeah.
Nitro pitted. Nitro anticipated.
Yeah.
So did Loveland and A17, and this is going to allow a few drivers to make the undercut.
I wonder if Bruno's thinking, how can that come out a little bit sooner?
Yeah. 3 drivers have gone onto the hards. Nitro, Loveland and AC17.
I just don't think the hards will, I mean, yes, they will go to the end. If you can get them tyres fired up as quickly as possible, then, you know, we'll start gaining on the lots of the medium runners. But I would rather...
Dynamo Dan didn't pit.
I would rather have gone mediums, and maybe another set of softs. And I think the mediums might get there. They'll be...
Worn, but
yeah, they'll be crying that they want to go back in the pit lane. Yeah.
Remember, safety cars breed safety cars.
Yeah, well, I did say we'll get at least one safety car. I didn't think it'll be this early in the race.
No.
So, barring any safety cars, that's why I reckon I would have rather gone medium, just in case it would have been another safety car.
Yeah, one thing I don't like with the game is we don't get to see tyre wear for the drivers. Because there you go, everyone dives into it. Slapbus tried to overtake Chasta into the pit lane.
Oh, now was that going to be a clean overtake, or was that a bit iffy?
Neo takes the lead.
I'm not surprised really. I mean, he's on mediums. He wants to try and stick to his
Liam's going to get held up, isn't he?
Yes, he is. Yes.
Liam's getting held up. Yeah.
You know what? That ain't too bad. That weren't too bad actually. I don't think Liam would be too disappointed in that. I think that.
No.
That wasn't too bad actually. And White is.
Bruno's on the softs to use his speed.
Yeah. I think Bruno could he be going medium soft?
Yeah, I think he will. If there's another safety car like the lap after this one goes in, he'll switch straight onto the mediums. So that'll be his strategy done. Wispy and Legends are still. Wispy and Legends are still just recreating Anakin versus Obi-Wan in the chat because they want to for some reason. The 2 teammates last year split up by divisions.
Yeah.
I'm happy with it. But I think one driver who is going to be massively hurt by this is Mr. Neo, who is currently leading the race. Now the reason I think he's going to be hurt, he's on 9 lap old tyres and he's got Boots behind him on fresh. Yes, Neo's tyres can go massively more. Our exclusive lagging again from the stream's point of view. Yeah, he is lagging a bit, which, there we go, his internet's back to normal. I'll keep an eye on that with the lagging. With if you tell whatever driver you're racing just to say about it at the end of the race, that would be nice. Will there be one more lap of safety car or 2? Because how quickly are these two going to catch up? As Dynamo Dan's just done a lap on the softs and throws on the mediums, just going to keep it out even longer.
Well, it all depends. I mean, if the game reads that he would have caught up, the safety car could be coming in this lap.
Yeah.
I think.
Him throwing on the mediums though is a good strategy choice.
Yes.
Because he's now done his
Yeah.
mandatory stop.
Yeah. And so if a safety car comes out round about lap 24 to 26, he could easily softs on and go to the end.
Yep. One thing I haven't seen that much of this season is just a full VSC. It doesn't change into a safety car, just a VSC itself. I've only seen safety cars. Which is very weird for this season.
Well, I had one VSC on Saturday night, just VSC. But then after that,
I had 3 safety cars, did 4, and that's been it. Was it 3 in the end? Yeah, it was 3 in the end.
yeah, 3, yeah.
This safety car will not be in this lap, it'll be in the next lap. Isn't he loving this or not? Because yes, he can stay out on his mediums, and he's now moving the back away. But he's going to be throwing even more wear onto his one tyres. Oh, and Piccolo now pits, which is going to keep the safety car out for another lap.
No,
if it does.
no, it will come in this
Oh,
lap.
the whole field was caught, wasn't it? Yeah, the whole field was caught absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
Onto the mediums he goes. He's going to need to put some wear onto those tyres to catch up to the field, though.
It won't be too bad. We could just like maintain pace. If he maintains pace with the cars that are under safety car conditions, he'll catch up pretty quickly. I mean, if he wants to try and gain a little bit of advantage, he can just hold off a little bit and maintain speed going through the final corner, and hopefully he can catch at least a couple of cars sleeping and gain a few positions. But I think he wants to get back to the main group by the looks of it, so he will be at the end of it, and there he is.
So one soft runner in that field of Bruno Will.
Yeah,
The rest being on mediums, apart from 6 drivers from the hards, sat a bit further down the order.
Yeah, Bruno's basically planning to get his moves done as quickly as possible, try and create a gap.
Before the DRS comes out.
Because he's basically, well, he's got 2 options, and he's obviously, the first option is to get the guys in front of him on the mediums out of the way as quickly as possible, create a gap.
The second option's hope for another safety car.
Yes and no, depending on the gap, and they are off. Oh my lord.
Neo's gone early.
No, he haven't.
No, he hasn't.
No, he hasn't. Now he has.
Now he goes. Looks like Zenny's already going to get replaced.
Bruno's already got chest up.
Bruno Will's got chest already. And someone who's just lost out 2 positions.
Look at this at the back. Oh my lord.
Oh, don't take your shot out, please. Moneybag's just gone round the outside of Loveland. Loveland's now back at the inside though. And Loveland's going to ease it through. There you go. Loveland gains upper position. And Liam and...
Here comes Bruno on the slap bus. Should be an easy enough move. He should have the inside line.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. There's another one done.
Bruno's next target is Saxeni, which will put him up into provisional P3.
Oh, goes a bit wide there.
Look at how late he got on Saxeni's gone round.
Sarky spawn.
Psych hasn't spun, he just wanted to do a 360 in front of the fans. Show off his deadlifting skills, but that's made Bruno Will's life a lot easier.
Got on power a bit too early there.
Well, I think anyone would be scared to see Bruno Will in their rearview mirrors and see him on softs just chasing you down, so...
Yeah, he's
got it too eager. Someone who's going to massively lose out on this straight is Neo. He's got two drivers both within the overtaking window right behind him. Boots is going to be the first one who's going to be using slipstream. Already used towards deployment of the lap, and there you go, Neo's been passed by one. And the second one of Recluse wasn't on full throttle for part of that straight. Neo though is going to try and dive back at the inside of Boots. Come into the braking zone, Neo goes down the inside, rides the curb and loses a place. As Recluse simply drives his car through, and there you go, another place. Dynamo Dan's got past Lando Norris now as well. DPD Pool didn't pit until 13 lap old mediums now. Dynamo Dan's now dropped that place back.
yeah, Bruno.
And now Neo's looking at this. Yeah. Worn mediums versus fresh softs, so it's going to win. I think it's pretty easy to guess.
Oh, he's going for it. He's going for it
Yes.
around the outside. Oh, this is brave. Oh, what a move. The move.
And there you go, makes the move.
Yellow 62.
Very nice.
Is that strike again?
No, that wasn't Psych, I believe that was. Dynamo Dan and Norris have dropped off quite a bit, so maybe one of those two. Something that is, I believe, inevitable going to happen down this straight is one of the front three is going to try and make a move on the other one, as they're all quite close to each other, and I think Boots is going to be the victim of this, as didn't have the best launch off the corner, and Recluse is going to be using the ERS as best he can, as he's catching him, but he is not going to be going for the overtake. The ERS is now enabled, so he may wait for the DRS. Slapbus has managed to make his way past Neo now, as well as Pico has now got past. And Slight's got past Norris. So what? One of your front three predictions down the front three still.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
your other wild cards kind of set down there at 16.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, Sog won't be too proud of that really. He got onto the power a bit too early at the top of the hill. But
Chasta's gone through here. Simple down the inside.
yeah.
How long could the mediums last, Randy? 15 laps?
Say like probably he's probably looking at his pit window in the next 2 laps.
Yeah. But you'll want to wait for a safety car. I think we can all guess that.
Yeah.
But Bruno Will is now hunting down the front runners. Boots isn't going to have DRS, and yet here comes Recluse. DRS. Bruno Will gets past his lap points. Recluse, simple down the inside. Boots doesn't want to fight it back, and there you go. Now Boots is looking in his mirror, seeing Bruno Will.
Oh, he's going for it. He's going for it. Oh my lord! Oh, that was good driving there by Bruno.
And Boots to avoid the crash that could have happened there, and
Oh, he's late on the brakes
late on the brakes again.
Nice. Wow. And he gets the move done.
And there you go. Bruno Will gets past Boots. As Dynamo Dan's in 7 minutes, he's just dropped 2 places in 1 corner. And Psych-Zany is a ghost. Driving through people. Is Psych actually in the lobby? Oh, Dynamo Dan's just gone round.
I'm not
Psych-Zany is an actual driver, but he's just been ghosted.
No, it's actually Dynamo Dan who's ghosted. So just... Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Lando Norris picks up a 3-second penalty through multiple warnings, so drivers start to pick up their penalties through multiple warnings now, exploiting the track limits a bit too much, and that's going to be biting in the ass. Bruno Will is flying. Recluse has just set this lap, probably to try and bridge anything he can to him. Because Bruno Will, sometimes he's inevitable.
Recluse is it's not going to be easy for Bruno. Bruno will know this. It's not going to be... Recluse ain't going to be an easy guy to overtake, even with the DRS. You know, I mean, Bruno's on the softs. Recluse just set the fastest lap on the mediums. by a tenth.
But look at Bruno's gap.
But the thing that's hampering Bruno at the minute, he's not creating a gap to Boots. Boots is actually stuck with him.
Fresh air in front of him.
Yeah, so...
So Zaney and DP Pool battling out, and Zaney's up to 14th.
So Bruno's strategy kind of working at the minute, but he does need to get past Recluse ASAP and get outside the DRS and try and control the race from there. And if the safety car comes out in his favour, then Bruno will be odds-on favourite to win the race. But he does need to get Recluse got an absolutely insane exit at that final corner there.
What is Recluse running straight line speed-wise?
Speed-wise,
is he gone for more straight line speed on
no,
he's
actually, I would imagine he's gone for more rear downforce, because his mapping was only, didn't even touch 190 miles an hour. Here comes Bruno, on the outside.
Switch back. Try to switch back, and he's going to be going the inside line. Dunes. You had to believe that Recluse was going to back out there.
Yeah.
Luckily, he did. But you're just seeing the grip of the softs versus the mediums, and the gap's dropping again. Is he going to try and get him into the left hand or the right hander? He looks for the inside line, probably is forcing Recluse to find fresh air at the minute.
Yeah, he basically forced Bruno to compromise his exit at that corner there.
Pico and
a bit wide there as well.
17 are having a little bit of a fight there as well.
Yeah, they are swapping back and forth there. And there goes Bruno.
Yeah, Bruno makes his way through. Bruno now leads, and how big of a gap can he breach? One thing I've also realised is it seems like if you're in a Red Bull, you're very unlucky this season. AC17's just been passed by Pico and Loveland down the same straight. Yeah, sadly it seems Red Bull have a lot of bad luck this season throughout all divisions. Just not been able to really score points as an entire team yet.
You still had a decent race considering your few little incidents, so...
Yep. Including the recoil incident that happened. The recoil getting disqualified for nothing.
Yeah. So, it's everything to... I think the fall is slightly quicker than it was last season.
Yeah. One thing that is certainly quicker is Divax's pace. Bruno was now put out 6/10 to Recluse, and Recluse is going to be looking at his rearview mirrors. He's got Boots closing in on him. Slapbus is actually stuck with those guys.
Recluse is sitting there on like 18+% ERS at the minute. But one thing Recluse knows, he knows that Bruno will have to pit again, so Recluse could just sit in his DRS, play the waiting game.
Will Recluse have to pit again? If Bruno chucks in softs again, how much of an advantage is he going to grab?
The mediums do around about 15.
And we've got 13 laps left, so he's going to be on 22 lap old tyres. So I think everyone's going to have to pit again on softs.
Well,
it's just that Recluse can go a bit longer and keep fresher softs at the end of the race compared to bring all those softs. One thing I find so hard around here, which I think they're also feeling, all the drivers are feeling here as well, when you don't have a DRS from the car ahead of you, it's so hard to catch up another group. Because it's such a big advantage. It's a big straight, yeah. The DRS section is small, but it's just so good. As Nitro currently has someone cheering him on, Nitro sat down, hit in P9. I think he did have a good race last week. When people were cheering him on, I'm pretty sure he jumped up all the way to, I think, 7th on penalties, which was very good for him. Dynamo Dan did just pick up the penalties. We said that, and it's like hits him down in 16th on mediums. EV pulls now on softs as well as he's currently sat quite far back, but other drivers near him have not pitted onto their front racing tyres. Bruno Will still has the AlphaTauri just lodged right behind him and not giving him a moment's rest. That's all Recluse needs to do. Sit behind him and hope for the best.
You know, he can sit there in the DRS.
Sit there and be a nuisance as Neo picks up another time penalty, and Neo now has tyres behind him that are half his tyres' life. Neo on 20 lap old tyres, still chugging away there. There isn't really a line appearance.
Yellow sector 1. Who's that?
Dynamite Dan is at a spin.
Yeah.
And now Dynamite Dan will drop the hill and come up into the left-hander with baked tyres. And luckily he eases his throttle through that and does not spin through getting a bit too eager. Recluse can't get close than 6/10 through those final few corners with the DRSs.
No.
Whereas Bruno Will can't extend more than 8. So he's just yo-yoing between, does he want to try and maybe let Recluse back past Neo comes into the pits finally?
Yeah.
And he'll chuck on softs to try and maybe last, chuck softs in to make them last 11 laps.
Yeah.
I wouldn't actually be surprised if you see Bruno go to the end of these tyres. He's done it before.
It all depends on how good he's on his tyre wear, really. Because
There isn't really a groove setting in his tyres yet, though. But what I'm more scared about is him overheating.
Yeah. Which has been an issue for most drivers, struggling to keep the temperatures down. Either they're overheating on the front, overheating on the right, or a bit of a mixture towards like the back left, back right, or front left or front right. It's some drivers are struggling regarding their tyre temps. I just don't see how Bruno can take these to the end. I mean, if he does, it'd be a mega job.
He's alien. That's why he can take him to the end. Recluse, yet again, just catching him up, but he's now dropped this within 3/10 as they come into the braking zone, which is brilliant for him. It's not close enough still. As we're probably going to get told Recluse is lagging again, because I see it.
Yeah. He does have these sort of issues now and then.
Just a little bit of lag here and a little bit of lag there.
Yeah.
Seems like he is driving quite well, sitting there in P2. Slap bus is technically provisional P1, or net P1. Just realised. Look at the penalty situation, as, speaking of which, looks like Zeni's got past a...
that'll be a safety car.
McLaren there.
That'll be a safety car, there it is.
Yep.
There it is.
Safety car.
And that has just basically saved Bruno, because he could go straight to the pits, fresh set of softs. Because, I mean, I'm not... In fact,
position Neo's died. As Caneo.
there's Dynamo Dan to stay out. He's on the hards.
Dynamo Down's on the mediums.
He's not, he's on the hards. Dan Cooper,
That's
sorry.
Dan Cooper. Yeah, I was going to say Dynamo
Yeah.
Down's just pitted.
Yeah.
Are you watching the stream or the race? Which one? Yeah. And Neo is annoyed.
Yeah, it does. I can't blame him really. He's literally just pitted, and
Yeah, fresh tyres and they've lost Goodman. Chasta stays out.
I'm not sure about that, Chester. You're going to have a lot of soft runners behind you.
One thing for the real life of F1 for anyone who's wondering, apparently we are switching back to the 90 minutes for Friday practices now, or free practice, instead of the 60 minutes they ran this season, due to it being new cars.
Oh, really?
Yep. Because they will need more data. Lando Norris has picked up a 5-second penalty in the pit lane, and Sykes Zani's also stayed out in the mediums. We're apparently going to be switching back to the 90 minutes during practice, which is nice. I understand why they do need more data, because it is completely new cars. We need downforce and ground effect and stuff. Wonder how they'll drive around Monaco. That will be an interesting circuit.
Ooh, a 90-minute practice session around Monaco. Woohoo. Well, to the point.
Maybe we should introduce practice sessions to ERN. A 90-minute practice session for the race. Everyone's just sat there eating their dinner and stuff.
You had to say it, didn't you?
I would have said eating their tea, but Storm would probably lose his head with me. It's not tea, you don't drink tea, you don't eat tea.
Yeah, I know. We've had this conversation where we've talked about that. What is tea? Why are you eating tea for? That's something you drink. Oh dear. Yeah.
I asked him, Storm, does he know what toad in the hole is? He thought it was an actual
Psych!
toad.
Change gear, thank you. Christ.
Can Psych hear you, actually?
I hope he can. Yes, he's doing it again. He's trolling me.
Psych, just go into first. Just go into first so I can just drive around. I just want you to annoy him.
He's done it!
Yeah, let's go, Psych.
Put it in reverse side.
No, he's got Bruno all by him. That would not go well.
Alright,
You know when you hear the strike noise on bowling?
You're good at changing gears, alright. You're good at doing that.
Congrats, Psych, you have gear shifters. I'm waiting for his engine light to give out and just see him pull over to the side of the track with a blown up engine.
Right, I'll have Jeff on the... Are
You
you
know when you
alright? Are you alright?
If he does switch into reverse, we're going to hear the strike noise off of Wii Bowling as he just plows through the field.
Yeah.
Going backwards. I still think we need to have a ERN F1 2009 session on the Wii. See the physics of
Safety
that.
car is in the slap, mate.
Yep.
Alright, so
Finally.
okay, time for business now, mate. Stop with the trolling.
Proceeds to just stick it in 8th as they go down the straight and forget to change down. So everyone on softs apart from Dynamo Dan, Chasta and Psych Zaney, who have probably all shot themselves in the foot here, but they may be able to keep the drivers behind as there's no safety car for a bit.
Just
goes very early.
Yeah. And he's actually caught Psych napping there, he can Bruno.
Who's going to catch the safety car, isn't he? The safety car man.
Yeah, he had to back off there.
Yeah. He went too early and yeah, he did catch him out. Dan Cooper's got past Liam. Dan Cooper up to 7th now. So now comes through.
Yeah, the field is a lot spread. Got a lot of guys out there.
There's a couple of gaps here and there. Loveland's trying to make a move, and I thought I saw Neo DNF again. No, it was Dynamo Dan who had a little bit of an incident.
Yeah.
And Bruno was going down the inside. It's like,
Oh, bit of wheel bagging.
it's like maybe try your gear shifting stuff. It might work to help. No. Unlucky. Bruno was now made his way through. His boots is also lining up a move on the medium runner, and then you've got Robles, who's actually lost down a place. He's dropped down a place, so he isn't able to pick that up. Nitro there's still people cheering Nitro. Nitro's still sat there in, doing quite well. Down the inside, we'll go boots on Zaney as there's a little bit of contact. Slapbus also making his way past RX Recluse here as well, but Psych Zaney's going to the inside line to dive boots again. Dives in, he's going to push him as wide as he can. This is actually going to allow Recluse to use as much slips as he can down the straight. So that's all Psych Zaney's going to be doing. Psych, you're going to have to get out your way if you want to let anything out there for Recluse. Psych is burning DRS, and Psych is in a fight, and something's just happened. It's near. Bruno has got past Chasta. And Slapbus is side by side with Psych Zaney as they come into the braking zone.
That ain't gonna work.
They're 3 wide, and round 1 car goes, and there's a front wing damage there for Dan Cooper. So Dan Cooper is just being caught up in Slapbus trying to go down the inside of 2 cars, which is not gonna work, and that's gonna be Dan Cooper's race in tatters now, as he's gonna have to let drivers past who are much quicker than him.
Yeah.
That wing damage. That's horrible for someone who's having such a strong showing in in this race to be caught out like that. And Bruno Wills now bridged 8 tenths to Shasta already. And Boots is not catching up quick enough. Loveland is up to 9th, but picked up another 3 seconds. Darling, if you're speaking to Loveland, tell him to pick up less penalties. Come on. He's going to last first. Sykes-Zaney and Liam also on no penalties, sat there in 5th and 6th. Do you think that's why Shasta and Sykes stayed out? They only have 6 laps left, they've got no penalties.
Possibly.
As at this rate, the podium is going to consist of Bruno Will, Shasta and Sykes-Zaney. Bruno Will has just popped in another fastest lap of the race. Shasta, who is now going to fall victim to PSR Boots' straight on speed, down the inside, and Boots makes his way through. As, yeah, Dan Cooper comes into the pits, and that is sad for Dan Cooper.
On the inside.
Recluse gets past Shasta, and that's going to be Recluse now set to fight back Boots as best he can. Yellow flag in sector 1, and that's Dynamo Dan come round again.
It's been a race to forget for Dynamo Dan tonight.
Yeah, a couple of spins. Someone who is absolutely loving this though is Bruno Will. He's got a 2-second lead now. He is flying as my controller batteries are low. Now they're going to cut out at the end of the race, aren't they? I hope there's another safety car just so I can change them.
Be alright.
I'll switch them now. I'll wait for the middle sector one. Recluse has got past Boots. His Recluse is extremely close to the back of Boots now. And he's going to be using that straight line speed. So else who's using straight line speed is E2E Liam, who Sykes-Zaney pulls out the way, so it seems like. Recluse gets past Boots, and also Liam gets past Sykes-Zaney. No, he doesn't. Sykes sticks around the outside. So very well done for him. If we're now going to race back up the hill, you guys are going to have to see a black screen for a second. I'm very sorry about this. Didn't take it up. There we go, today I think we are back. So, Boots is now behind Shasta. Shasta just able to eat. Oh no, Boots is ahead of Shasta still. Liam is still behind Sykes-Zaney after Sykes-Zaney pulled off that heroic dive around the outside. Liam doesn't have any penalties either. A few drivers being able to not get any penalties here, which is very, very good of them.
Yeah.
Very, very well done. As around here it's very easy just to get your cornering wrong as you go up a hill and maybe run a bit wide and pick up a warning for exceeding track limits, but they've done very well. Recluse has almost dropped Boots out of his DRS now as well. 9 tenths it is. But Liam is now with DRS again. Recluse that's fast lap of the race as he sets off the Hunt Town Bruno Will 3 laps left. Liam's going to be using his DRS and ERS, but he's down to 11% compared to Sykes-Zaney down. Oh, Sykes-Zaney's basically burnt all of it trying to catch up to Shasta. Shasta's still on 50%. Nitro runs massively wide now, so now Pico to go up the inside. Pico thinks about it and does not want to go up the inside. He does not want to cause a crash there. Loveland also trying to join in on this, starting at the back of the grid, hasn't really phased him that much. He's already half his position that he was going to get in. And they'll see if he can gain any more before the end of the race. Behind them is the little group of AS17, Dynamo Dan and Slap by Slap that spin. While fighting Sykes-Zaney and Dan Cooper. And Cooper is dropped down now to 16th with Lando Norris, EPD Pro and Dynamo Dan, who are all outside of anyone's DRS, sat off the map. There we go. Sykes-Zaney catching up to the back of Shasta still. He's not close enough, because it's going to be a 3-way fight, I think, for the podium places. But Shasta is barely inside that 3 second to that podium place.
Yeah.
And yet again, ETLM gains, turns off his DRS massively before he gets the braking zone. There you go. Doesn't want to make a move in Psych just yet. PSR Boots still barely inside Recluse's DRS, and there you go. Chasta's outside the penalty window now.
Oh,
As
Lando's gone.
Landon Ross is gone. Is that be a safety car? It was too late. Dynamite down picks up for a second penalty. It's too late, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's too late for a safety car, really.
Bravo to Sykesanian and RH Chasta here. They have managed to keep drivers who are much fresher tyres behind them.
Yeah.
Yellow flag in sector 1 and 2, and someone else has gone round, and I believe that is DP Paul who's just had another spin. No, it was Dynamite Daniel. No, it wasn't DP Paul. Sorry. Loveland's managed is still firing off ASC 17 as ASC is trying to get involved as best he can, but just can't get enough grip. Speaking of which, he has had the launch of the century off that back banked corner, and there you go. As simple as that, he's managed to make his way past Loveland. Loveland, who's down to 5% PRS, is not really burning it. But he will have one more opportunity to get it, and that is on the next lap, unless he wants to make it here as he gets a much better run. Looks to got the inside but doesn't want to. There is now a queue of cars right behind Chasta and Cyclane. One mistake, and that is them down the order massively. It's even looking behind on Loveland, you've got two cars that's so close. To be fair, Chasta and Cyclane's tyres don't look that worn.
No, there's still
yellow and Loveland's round.
Oh,
Loveland, no. And that Loveland. Reset the track. Which is going to be a penalty. Don't try and blame on lag. Coming through for the penultimate time, and now down as he starts the fastest, the final lap. My English is dying yet again. As he starts the final lap now again, Bruno Will is in the lead, followed by Recluse and Boots, all hunting each other down as best they can. Recluse is, I think he's now more focused on defending from Boots, but Boots not having that much ERS to play with against him. Pico's managing to fight his way with Nitro. Nitro trying to get past, but he'll drop down due to the penalties anyway, so maybe thinking it's best not to fight him. This is down into 5% ERS. I don't think we'll see that many more moves as Chasta and Cyclone is still fighting it out, and Elian trying to just grab as many points as he can for Haas as a team. Haas who haven't had the best race today, one set in P60, the other set in P11, but he's going to score points. Someone else's guaranteed points at the moment seems to be Loveland sat in 12th, so just remember, the top 12 will score points. So if it's fastest lap, it will apparently was fastest lap. Sykes only fighting Chasta at the moment. Fastest lap currently goes to Recluse, so he gets another point in the championship fight, which is very nice for him. But as he comes through the final two corners now, after the mishap that happened last week at his home race in Brazil, Bruno Will comes across the line to show another dominant performance with a victory. Recluse will come across the line to take P2, Boots will scrape up a P3, so Recluse gets 2 podiums in 2 races here. Chasta will come across the line to finish 4th, Sykes only gets 5th, E.T. Iliam 6th, Pico gets 7th, Slapbus 8th, ASC 17 9th, Moneybag 10th, Nitro 11th. Loveland will come across the line to pick up a lowly P12 as he slams into the wall and only loses his front wing. EPD Paul, after predicting himself to be top 3, got unlucky throughout the race and had some issues with other cars, will come across the line to pick up P13, and then Dynamite Down will take 17 seconds back due to penalties. Migrated host as Camille would have left. Oh no, DPD Paul will gain host of the session. Dan Cooper will be the final car to cross the line after what happened, and he jumps up at the position there due to penalties, but that will not be enough to give him points. So a lot of drivers are going to be ecstatic with that finish, gaining as many points as they can, one of which will be Bruno Will on the alternate strategy, managing to pick up the win. But then you also have the issues of other drivers who are going to be really annoyed with their results.
Yes.
You think the race went well for them? Or who would you give driver of the day?
I think it was a very good race. I think it was I think most people will be happy with the outcome of the race.
Yeah. Who would you give driver of the day to, if not for Bruno Will being there? That is.
If not for Bruno, I would probably give it to E.T. Liam. I think he drove a solid race.
Yeah.
Kept his nose clean. Decent qualifying. Top 6 in a very, very quick field as well. Not saying that Liam's slow, because he certainly isn't slow, but to keep within the DRS of these guys, he's doing very well at the minute, and he should be gaining a lot of confidence
Should be proud of
throughout the
his
season.
race finish.
Yeah.
Someone I would have given it to would be the McLaren of ASC 17 on his debut race, managing to pick up 8th. It's very well done, especially also picking up or gaining as many positions as he did throughout the race was very well done from him. Where is DivX next week? Do you know? As we've gone from Portugal, it would be...
I'm not sure.
Something from Keneal's back pocket. It'll be a circuit which he chooses probably.
Yeah.
We will... Division 1 will be tomorrow, and that will be the first race of Mexico, and as Crowling will want me to say, it'll be Taco Tuesday for them. Hopefully he doesn't create a war with tacos again. We'll then move on to Division 2, 3 and 4, all spreading across from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then we'll be back with DivX next Monday. So a very big thank you for everyone who tuned in, and we will see you tomorrow.